Liam Gallagher, come on, album review, let's chat about it. Hey guys, what's going on? John here from What's Spinning, here tonight to chat about this latest album from Liam Gallagher, legendary frontman and vocalist for Oasis. And if you don't know, I am a diehard Oasis fan. They meant everything to me growing up. For a while, at least to an extent, I was into what Liam was doing on his own. Don't sleep on this album here as you were. This is a very solid album from Liam. I mean, it's not perfect, but Wall of Glass and Greedy Soul are actually really killer tunes. It's written nicely, it's passionate, it's just an all-around very solid work, even if it's not, unbelievably consistent. I had a lot of the same feelings on Why Me, Why Not. I felt like it was even a little less consistent this time around, but still, when this album was good, I thought it was genuinely quality material. Which leads me to this latest album from Liam, which I'm going to be honest, I was really excited for because most of the singles leading up to this thing I thought were strangely energized and really raw sounding with some big hooks. I was really excited. Let's chat about this. While not a perfect album, I still find a lot about this one here that I really like Diamond in the Dark. And on paper, I really shouldn't be. I mean, this kind of funky riff that we get here, I have no idea where that came from. But truth be told, Liam pulls it off with a weird, bouncy performance during the verse and a huge hook. It's sunny, it's bright, it's actually where I like hearing Liam Gallagher at the end of the day. It's pretty damn good. Don't Go Halfway is really good too. It's a little punchier, it's got a little crunchy riff. Liam is a little fired up here. I mean, compared to his first two solo albums, this album definitely has a little more juice, a little bit more pep in its step. Liam definitely sounds energized. And I do appreciate that. It makes a world of difference. I will say this though, if you're not a fan of Liam Gallagher or his work with Oasis or anything he's ever done for that matter, this ain't gonna be the one to sway you, folks. For right now, I like hearing him right here. Come On is a little bit more on the rails, but I don't think that's that bad of a thing. This is exactly where I kind of felt like most of this album would land, but it's surprisingly epic and really well done. Between the pacing of this track and this gigantic choir behind Liam, it actually amps me up. This is a great sound for him. I don't even mind that it's on the longer side, it really works. And I still really love Everything's Electric. I mean, come on. This is nothing fancy, but this is just a really great track from Liam. It is easily one of the most fired up tracks here. It's got a great riff. It's got a soaring chorus. It's the closest thing to an anthem that we get here. No, it's not like there is no good material. But let me tell you, when Liam is off, he's real off. More power, man. This sucks as an intro. This is the sort of bloated, full of itself alt-rock that I thought that Liam really had out of his system, but clearly that's not the case. It just sounds dated and nothing interesting or wildly new is going on here. And the cliche is Liam, my God. Not only that, but this track feels like it goes on forever. Jesus Christ. Too Good for Giving Up is very hard to listen to. This is a pathetic ballad that sounds like it's going to fall out from underneath Liam. It is so flimsy. His vocals literally sound like they're going to break at any moment. I mean, it sounds nice from a distance. It's all glossed up, but nothing is going on underneath. While, all the tracks that I mentioned before, this kind of sounded like Liam was going in the right direction for his solo career. This kind of just sounds like he really, really wants that Oasis reunion. Now, between you and me, what actually made his first two solo albums, kind of work for me is the fact that Liam, at the end of the day, is a really great songwriter. And clearly, he still has some chops left in him. But then I hear Was Not Meant to Be, and I genuinely feel like he's running on fumes. It's almost laughably corny, which even that, at times has actually worked in Liam's favor, believe it or not. But truthfully, this is so flimsy and this chorus does not pop at all. Yeah, I mean, I was more excited hearing the singles leading up to this album, but so much of this is just such a mixed bag. The World Is in Need, it's really not that bad. This is a quaint, bluesy ballad that's actually full of heart and character. It is a little corny, but like I said, in this instance, it's actually working really well for him. Liam's performance is passionate, the strings are really classy, and even the production is some of the best here. Then we get a massive drop-off with Moscow Rules. When this album is bad, it is really, really sad to listen to. Songwriting on this track has become a silhouette of some of the best moments here. You can't even tell me that these lines are just not full of cliches and super corny. It's rough. Not even the weird jazzy horns that pop in here can save it. I'm Free actually gave me a little hope as this track opened up. I thought that gnarly riff that started this track off was actually really good. It's a real shame it just kind of fades away and Liam's vocals take over, and honestly, it's probably his least interesting performance here. And like, where does this track even go? I mean, I know that there's nods to psychedelic rock and neo-psychedelia on this album, and that's fine, but by the end of this track, there's genuine circus music being piped in. It's weird. This track isn't angsty or angry, it's really sad. But all that being said, I still really love Better Days. Between the sonic, hazy production and the barreling riff that nods to shoegaze and Liam's performance, which may be the best one here, this is a really great single. This is an awesome modern sound for Liam Gallagher. And the chorus, it's so straightforward, it's so simple, but it works. Give me more of this, but then Sweet Children pops in his finale, and no. This is a lumbering ballad that just kind of plods along, and that doesn't really have a lot of heart. I mean, I don't hate the production, I really don't. I actually think it's pretty classy. But nothing about this track grips me. Nothing about this track excites me. Nothing about this track makes me want to come back for seconds. It is downright awkward in parts. Yeah, here we are again. You know, I heard the singles leading up to this album. I said, maybe this time will be a little different from Liam. Maybe he'll really come through with an album that I think is really good from start to finish. And there are moments here where, man, he still has some chops on him. There are some tracks on here that I can't wait to listen to again. There are some great singles, but some of the passionless ballads, some of the weird production choices, some of just the mindlessness of this album just makes me think that I'd kind of rather just see him hang up the boots for a while and reconvene. You know, some parts of this album are really exciting and make you think maybe he will, really take off with a solo career. But then there's just as many parts here that just sounds like he is desperate for that Oasis reunion. And I know that's not the case, but man, this is a mixed bag. I'm feeling a strong 5 on this album, but let me know what you guys think down below. If you like the video, be sure to give us a like, give us a subscribe, and let me know down below what you would like for me to chat about in the future. And until next time, have a great day, guys.